feel like Discovery Channel. Who's running?
All right. All aboard? I'm gonna drive this sucker.
The one thing you forgot, Sean, was cup holders.
All right, got the tow haul on. All right, who wants to go for a ride?
All right, Aaron, come on in.
There we go. Mind your step, it's slippery.
There we go.
All right, there we go. Oh, they have to have you sign a waiver. Maybe on the next one.
Okay, where's that?
Bye-bye. Bye. We're going to intercept.
We're gonna go get them. Don't worry. Bye.
So what's it like having to spend months on end in this thing?
Oh God, a bunch of dirty guys in a vehicle for 2 months. You're in a vehicle for 14 hours a day.
Hopefully Ronan and Byron do bathe.
Yep. It's everybody gets sick of everybody, and they mostly get sick of me. But you know, that's what happens when you're in a vehicle with somebody for so long. You know,
Of course.
just wear on each other.
It's like those Army guys always stuck in those Humvees together.
Oh God, yeah. They have their little spats, and we have our probably more spats than most, because you know you're revving high with emotion, and then you, of course, when you're storm chasing, you just have your ups and downs every day, and so it's an emotional ride, and of course, sometimes a lot of venting happens on other crew members.
So how was this season for you?
It was an amazing season.
I heard y'all were up there for Alberta Lee, Wisconsin.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Yes.
Yeah, we were in Wadena, the town of Wadena, when pretty violent tornado went through it.
Ooh.
And even before that, we had been chased by a wedge tornado. We had filmed a tornado, a storm that was bringing down multi-vortices that actually had 5 vortices on the ground at once. And it was just this. It was the biggest day, the most action-packed day I'd ever chased. I mean, it came at the very end of that year, so everybody was like worn down and worn out, and then at the very end, you know, we happened upon the biggest tornado day of our chasing for 12 years. So it was that, you know, that perseverance. See, there's a science center.
Yeah.
There's a science center.
Creative Discovery Museum. There you go.
We'll park the TIV instead of a little people right there.
Yeah. How many tornadoes did you get to film this year?
Oh gosh.
We know on TIV 1 you love to spray paint your victory marks on the side.
Yeah, we don't do the spray paint on this vehicle. I don't know why. I think it was continuity. This was going to be a picture vehicle. You know, we were going to film this one. And so the continuity of using footage, you know, different parts of the season, if you had different... Oops, I'm wrong. It's nice to have no radio on.
So the backstory we know is that you want to do a film about getting close to tornadoes.
Yeah.
You locked yourself out of the minivan on the plains.
That's right.
You decide to build TIV 1. TIV 1, just not what you want.
Well, TIV 1, I made so many mistakes. I mean, that's when I was first learning how to weld and fabricate. And that was the first thing I ever welded, was this vehicle that you're, betting your life on. Or you're making a tool to do a very specific thing. And so there were a lot of issues with TIV 1, since it's the first tool I've ever welded for, going into a tornado. And so there were a lot of mistakes done. We bought, a two-wheel drive truck that already had 114,000 miles on it. I mean, if you're going to put all that time and energy in a vehicle, you might as well spend a little bit more money. And so there were issues with it. And I always felt like, we need a vehicle that can go over more ground. But then again, this vehicle turned out to have problems too. We built it too heavy. We thought it was going to be 6 wheels of drive, and that whole 6 wheels of drive never panned out. So we were kind of stuck with the same situation. So if there is a TIV 3, we'll know what to do.
You've got it down to a science.
Yeah, TIV 3 will be like a Baja racer and weigh like 9,000 pounds.
Ooh. Something
that you just go down a ranch road at 90 miles an hour type thing. That would be the ultimate machine.
So the most important question is it still fun?
Oh, yeah, it is. But every year, when you go out and leave home, the first 2 weeks, it just, you just miss the hell out of your family. So it always takes a longer time now to get back into that mode of storm chasing. So every year, it takes longer and longer to get into it. But, all it takes is one big tornado day, and you're there and present and excited. Yep.
Is it fun seeing all the other chasers out there? I know it started off with everybody dogged the TIV.
Yeah.
Because TIV was this big glorified tank.
Yeah.
Now you've got everybody out there.
What? Maybe I don't pay a lot of attention out there with other people. We're so focused on what we're trying to do. We want to be a part of the chaser community, but then again, we're doing something that is just a bit outside the realm. And how can we ever truly be, your typical chasers? How can we ever fit into that realm? I don't know if we can. And, a lot of them don't want to be associated with us, and I totally understand that. If I was a normal chaser that wasn't in a tank and doing it because it was my passion, and you see these guys build a tank and start, doing things you might not approve of, I totally understand that, that not wanting to be associated with us. I totally get it.
Gotta ask, how's your relationship with Josh?
Josh and I, our relationship's great. Josh and I we've had our ins and outs, and this year we couldn't chase with Vortex 2, and there's always been issues, but Josh and I are, he'll always be my father of storm chasing.
Yeah, the TV show portrayed you guys at odds last year, especially after the puppy.
We're always at odds. But, that's what he likes about me, is that I bring trouble and excitement. And, he's around a lot of scientists that maybe don't offer him the trouble that I bring to the plate. And I think Josh, deep down, wants a little trouble in his life. And that's me. And I want somebody that's more grounding, somebody that's more rational than I am. So that's why we're a good pair.
Thank you, Sean.
Oh, you're welcome.